always say if you can help somebody in your backyard, well, go help them in your backyard. If your arms feel long, then reach across an ocean. I think everyone knows that I've been following the Sudan rather closely over the past couple of years. I've been speaking out as often as given a chance about the crisis, because that's exactly what it is. It's the worst humanitarian crisis on Earth. It has been estimated that over 2 million people have been displaced from their homes, and somewhere between 2 and over 400,000 people have been slaughtered. The numbers are increasing daily still. You know, I knew that we really couldn't go into Darfur. There wouldn't be a whole lot that we could do there. But the South had already spent 20-some years fighting for its independence. These people really need us to reach out as far as we can and just help them get back up on their feet. I was asked by a group in Nashville if my wife and I would help cover the cost to bring in a speaker. Her name was Pastor Gloria White Hammond.
I'm not here because I came from women who had the luxury of getting overwhelmed. And
we were both extremely moved how this one beautiful, what seems to be meek and humble woman, and I say meek by strength under control, brilliant. Of course I'm doing this. Of course I'm going to Sudan and I'm taking care of the women there. And of course we have to do this. It was magnetic to both of us.
That God is still doing his work of healing.
It just moved me, and I started following up on it. I knew we had to come here. I knew we had to just step foot on that soil firsthand so that we could embolden others to make the same steps. I want to walk the walk. A lot of people talk it, but I want to walk it.
When the plane landed in Sudan, it was about lunchtime, I think. Back doors open, and we were kind of in the back, Kenny and I, and everybody kind of got out. And you can hear this music outside. I wasn't quite sure what to do, so I just stopped right there in the cargo door and just stood there for a moment. Couldn't move, couldn't do anything, couldn't say anything. It was just this overwhelming, great sound, spirit.
Oh, welcome to Akon. Okay, I thought I saw you.
I was so stunned by it. It's just us. It's just little old us from Nashville.
It was just an incredible moment. All I can say is, wow.
When Gloria said, I want you to go to Akon with Big Kenny, I was like, are you out of your mind? But then it was like, this is a gift. It's joyous. I mean, the whole idea of coming to a place, you're not coming in war, you're coming in peace, you're coming with gifts, you're coming with music. That was just, oh, I was thrilled.
We welcome you, we welcome you, may God bless you, may God bless you, we welcome you, we welcome you. Trying to grab my camera and just to capture it, but I think I was more in awe just trying to capture what was in my heart. Kenny later said, did you get pictures? Because my job is to take pictures. I don't think I captured those pictures.
This is Kunyugala School in Akon Primary, in Akon area. This is a school for the girls, and our main issue, we wanted actually to bring the women up because we are seeing the importance of women in the nation.
That's fantastic.
That's why we thought of having this initiative of opening a school for the girls to bring up the women. Thank you so much, and welcome to Akon. Feel at home, please.
Thank you all. We're so happy to be here, and we thank you so much for coming out here today. God bless you all. We look forward to meeting you and getting to know your community more here over the next couple of days, and we look forward to helping my sister's keeper to build a school here, and it's beautiful. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you.
When you meet these girls, and you know, a little girl will tell you she wants to be a doctor, or she wants to be a pilot, or she wants to do something, and you see how the odds are stacked against that. But you are a part of what might help her at least get to the next step. If you look at them one-on-one, you can't not come. You got to do something.
What do you want to learn in school? What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to learn in science. Yes.
Science.
Yes.
It's been one of the toughest things I ever tried to pull off in my life, if not the toughest thing. For anybody that knows anybody that's on the ground over there, their name should be listed in that document also. From the moment that we had decided that we're going to make a trip to the Sudan, I was kind of really at a loss of how to pull it off. You know, it's not necessarily the easiest country to get into. I mean, where we're going is very desolate.
Yeah, I mean, I can show you the Google Maps of where you're going. Not that that'll be
Yeah, it
really
looks
good,
like sand. Communication's almost nearly impossible. They do have some satellite phones over there, but other than that, it's really tough. I had met with and started building a real relationship with the Save Darfur Coalition, and I played at a rally. The first one was in Washington, D.C. The second one was a rally in New York. And these were rallies where there were, you know, 15,000, 20,000 people there, all to listen, understand, and try to gain more awareness of what was going on in Darfur. We had been working at every concert, at every Big and Rich concert, just trying to come up with anything that we could do to help bring awareness as artists. And we were dropping a 50-foot banner, you know, behind our stage that said Save Darfur, and we spoke about it. You know, and in the middle of a Big and Rich concert, that's kind of tough to do, you know, that's hard.
To a huge rally in Washington, D.C. One of the performers was this group called Big and Rich. And we were so impressed that they were there for this, because this was not, at the time, a popular cause. People weren't jumping to it, didn't know about it. And Reverend Gloria had a conversation, I believe, with Kenny.
It was really through our relationships that we had built with groups like My Sister's Keeper and Christian Solidarity International, CSI, and a fellow by the name of John Eibner. It was countless conversations. We've got an example here. These women from My Sister's Keeper, Gloria White Hammond's group, they've done it. They've been over there, so I felt like it was possible to do, and that it was safe to do. I mean, if these women can do it, and sure enough I can do it, I can pull it off. Get all that together and document it in our little handbook. So we start putting together a team of people, and over the months and months and months leading up to that, we started, you know, contacting the Sudanese embassy and finding out what's required as far as visas and what routes we could use to get in, how we could get transportation to get in, because there's not really commercial flights. Once you get into, like, Nairobi, then you've got to charter planes. You're on your own.
At least one stop for refueling.
Yes, but our end result.
Yeah, you're still going to be a couple of hours. You're going to have to be ground transportation.
We just stayed at it and stayed at it and stayed at it. It was a good 6 months of solid planning. I mean, it consumed all of my extra time. But the big issue was that the whole time we're planning this trip is people are listening to the news, and the clips that they are getting, it scared them.
2 weeks ago, you told me you thought this was a blessing from God.
You know what? I believe that it is. I don't believe it's not a blessing.
You know, I had a lot of people that came on, and yeah, they were